Little aside here before we start. False. It is a 16-minute match. You're a mid-carder. You're a mid-carder. You're a mid-carder. You're a mid-carder. Screw you guys. I think you're a mid-carder. You're like an opener. 1, 2. That makes it a medium-length match, which is 16 minutes. I checked. What the crap? Admittedly, I'm not on the August 7th update thing. If it changed that, great. I'm happy. If it didn't, what the crap? Let me check this out. Really? So Scout and Bryant added nothing to the match. I'm pissed. Alright, so we got Aaron Andrews, Guy, Joel Bryant, Scout, Daryl Devine, and Jay Cord in the ring. It's it's the Intercontinental title match. Aaron Andrews' favorite. What's weird about Aaron is you would have expected him to be at least in the upper card now, you know? I mean, the international title, Intercontinental title, the international title, whatever it's called. The title that he currently holds isn't exactly out of his range at the moment, but we would think he'd be above it, right? Which means that he should lose this match to, say, Joel Bryant, who's never going to be anything more than a mid-carder at this point in his career. Not that he's bad at it, just that he's got good performances, solid technician, but he's pretty old. Not that he's declining really, but I think Robert Oxford's move to the road agent position, while awesome, because he's an awesome road agent, I think that hurt Joel Bryant's chances to make an impact here in the company anymore. As if he was in the later stages of their tag team specialist reign, but oh well, another era. So who else do we got here? Jay Cord. Jay Cord's nobody so far. He's still paying his dues, as it's called. He's an all-action champion, maybe, at this point. Intercontinental National. The international title is too big for him. So he's there to hopefully, I guess, gain some stuff from Bryant and maybe hit a few spots, I guess. Daryl Devine, as we know, is from USPW on a loan. Can't remember for who. And in reality, I can't remember for whom. He is not going to win because, well, he's a loner. You don't give a loner the title. Yes, I'm ignoring the fact that I gave the one-off Alicia Strong a title. I did not change my voice. Oops. So the last two guys are there. I hope Daryl makes a good showing, because otherwise, why'd you trade for him, Tommy? So the last two guys are nothing. They really don't serve a purpose to the match, just to fill it up, I guess. Oh, it's a scramble match. Oh, well, that's nice. Then fill it up. I think Daryl might get some falls in there, but Jay's just gonna get pinned. As I already said, Joel is a nobody at this point, not in the sense that Jay is, but just... Well, no. No, I changed my mind. Or I changed back to what I said earlier. He's a good pick to win it if we expect Aaron to go higher. If we expect Aaron to climb up the card, you drop it to Joel. He's a steady hand. He can drop it to somebody else. If Guide or Scout win it, I'd say that's a D push for Aaron, because Guide and Scout are not bad at all. They're a great tag team, one of the best that TCW have, and it is admittedly kind of odd to see them fighting over this type of a title. But if one of them win it, then that means that's a dissolution of the tag team, I imagine, for at least a little bit, and Aaron's going to be an afterthought in the menagerie of people that TCW currently have on the roster. So, with that all said, what do we see? Well, again, everyone actually gets a fair equal amount of offense, which is surprising for Jay, I imagine. It's clearly being called in the ring because, well, because there's a different sort of flow to a match that's scripted and to a match that's free flowing. I typically see a little bit more crowd movement. And I don't mean from the crowd, I mean to the crowd, that they're playing off of chants and high spots and the like. Plus, Jay Cord's an incredibly talented jerk, but an incredibly talented rookie, and you have Bryant in there. The match is going to get called. Doesn't really matter who the other four guys are. Aaron can be carried, New Wave can be carried, Daryl can be carried. We're good. Aaron, I'd say surprisingly, makes his title defense, gets the most pins. I think he's stuck in a little quagmire here, a little batch of nothingness for the moment, and he has been for a while now. What I was saying is we expect more from Aaron. Why? You look at Wolf Hawkins, and I know two completely different guys, completely different styles, completely different people. I get it. But Tommy Cornell trains Wolf Hawkins. Wolf Hawkins is at the top of the world. Aaron Andrews, first graduate of the what is it? The total not total champions schooling. Total championship schooling is the dev territories I made. It's the what the hell is the Total Extreme Dojo? Whatever. He's the first graduate of the dojo. You'd think you'd want to make him look good, but really, honestly, the point is the dojo doesn't really matter. It does, just in a long-term sense. You got the Supreme Dojo, the Pile Driver Dojo. You try to give people the basics, a good all-around base to work with. Maybe you go with a technical style or big man or whatever. But the point is, dojos, I think, can be overrated by some people. They aren't in general. I think they're viewed about right, but some people say, right, you come from a dojo, you get a better background than those that don't. And I mean, it's not too accurate because dojo is pre-debut stuff, pre-rookie stuff. You don't always get a lot of work from there. Now you got the bumfuls from Supreme, and you got a lot of your older 90s guys when they debuted. Gilmore, and did Gilmore come from Dojo? Whatever. And the like. I'm just not going to list just everyone. There's the cop-out. But you got those kinds of guys, and they're special. The bumful class in Dubois, well, he fell off. And I think the Death Row was there, but Death Row were never really good. Yeah, that was a great class. But the thing is, that's the thing. If you look at this like school, like scientists or whatever, you got plenty of competent scientists that come through, but we're not looking at competency here. We're trying to say who are the excellent guys. And the thing is, dojo doesn't really prepare you for excellence any more than anything else. What's great is you got Mid-Atlantic Wrestling. That's essentially developmental territory. Developmental territories, that is post-debut. That is your rookie years. That's when you get the real hardcore work. And that's when guys go from being average rookies to great prospects, if you aren't already. But great prospect comes along because great prospect comes along. It's not the work of the dojos. I'm not saying that dojos shouldn't exist because they are valuable, because I don't want people that have nothing coming into the industry. You do want school. It's just that it's like trying to predict how you're going to do in college from elementary school. You don't, some people do, but you don't do that. Because there's so much ahead that you can't really talk about, you know? You can't really accurate. I know people do, and I think it's crap. It's crap. No. No, they're just shooting at things and hoping they hit something. What you got here is Aaron Andrews. I'm going to say it. Aaron Andrews is a failure. He's going to be the Joel Bryant of the next generation, which isn't bad. Because, hell, the guy's going to main event at Mid-Atlantic. The guy could pull off, I think, let's see, who's the cult guy in United States? I'd say USPW, but they aren't anymore, and he's not of that style. Take him up north to CGC. It transfers popularity over just for cupcakes. I don't know why I said cupcakes. It's a word. You transfer him over. The problem is he's not really that entertainment heavy. I think Aaron it isn't, and they are heavily on that side. They're heavily on that side. So you need that. You need either like a ridiculously menacing guy, which Dan DeLay really isn't, but he's more menacing than Aaron is on the mic. You know, Mike good on mic. So the problem there is Aaron's going to flounder. But ignoring that for a moment, he's still not good enough to top line. He's really a regional company's star. That's what Aaron is. And I'm not sure if that would be the best place for him because he's still going to learn a lot at TCW, but I don't think he's never going to win the big belt. That's never going to happen. You can quote me on that. That's never going to happen. He's just going to be a competent little guy running around giving people decent matches. This match, by the way, was nothing special. We poke. We've seen much better from the New Wave, but they're tag team experts. We've seen better from Bryant, but he certainly was tag team expert. Really, Divine and Aaron are in similar positions. I can't remember who's younger. I actually can't remember who's younger. But people have been hyping up Divine for quite a while, and what I want to say is Divine hasn't been given the opportunities that Andrews has. So I think if Daryl ends up floundering, it's really more of an issue of people didn't take advantage of him when he was young. They didn't let him learn. So really, he's playing catch up his whole career, and you really can't do that. It takes a very talented guy to catch up, and you don't have to be very talented to end up being a star. It just helps sometimes. Oh, and Jay Cord's going to do fine. We all know he's going to do fine if he doesn't get fired. Jay Cord is... I'm going to get some flack for this. Jay Cord is looking Supreme's Mark Dubois. Put that out. Not that Jay's done nearly the amount of crap that Mark has, but he's already got rumors going around, and hey, Mark wasn't a complete screw-up until a couple of years ago. He was still bad. He still had problems, but it was rumors, so I'm just seeing parallels, and Jay's going to ruin his career faster. He is going to be... Maybe. I'm not going to call this. I do think he's going to have problems, and it's going to take him a lot longer to get a world title than it should. Because he should be chasing Wolf. Career-wise, not right now. He still has time to impress, I guess. But he should be chasing him. I think Jay has, I don't know, 50-50, 30%. Something of being like out of the industry blackballed by, I don't know, 24, 26. Definitely before he's 30. There's a solid chance of him just doing something really, really stupid. So there you go. There you go.